Day 71, starting with Numbers chapter 6, verse 1. The Lord instructed Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, when a man or a woman makes a special vow, a Nazirite vow, to consecrate himself to the Lord, he is to abstain from wine and beer. He must not drink vinegar made from wine or from beer. He must not drink any grape juice or eat fresh grapes or raisins. He is not to eat anything produced by the grapevine, from seeds to the skin, during his vow. You must not cut his hair throughout this time of his vow of consecration. He must be holy until the time is completed during which he consecrates himself to the Lord. He is to let the hair of his head grow long. He must not go near a dead body during the time he consecrates himself to the Lord. He is not to defile himself for his father or mother, or his brother or sister, when they die, because the hair consecrated to his God is on his head. He is holy to the Lord during the time of consecration. If someone suddenly dies near him, defiling his consecrated head of hair, he must shave his head on the day of his purification. He is to shave it on the 7th day. On the 8th day he is to bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest at the entrance to the tent of meeting. The priest is to offer one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering to make atonement on behalf of the Nazirite, since he sinned because of the corpse. On that day he must consecrate his head again. He is to rededicate his time of consecration to the Lord and to bring a year-old male lamb as a restitution offering. But do not count the previous period, because his consecrated hair became defiled. This is the law of the Nazirite. On the day his time of consecration is completed, he must be brought to the entrance to the tent of meeting. He is to present an offering to the Lord of 1 unblemished year-old male lamb as a burnt offering, 1 unblemished year-old female lamb as a sin offering, 1 unblemished ram as a fellowship offering, along with their grain offerings and drink offerings, and a basket of unleavened cakes made from fine flour mixed with oil, and unleavened wafers coated with oil. The priest is to present these before the Lord and sacrifice the Nazarene's offering and burnt offering. He will also offer the ram as a fellowship sacrifice to the Lord, together with a basket of unleavened bread. Then the priest will offer the accompanying grain offering and drink offering. The Nazirite is to shave his consecrated head at the entrance to the tent of meeting, take the hair from his head, and put it on the fire under the fellowship sacrifice. The priest is to take the boiled shoulder from the ram, 1 unleavened cake from the basket, and 1 unleavened wafer, and put them into the hands of the Nazirite after he has shaved his consecrated head. The priest is to wave them as a presentation offering before the Lord. It is a holy portion for the priest, in addition to the breast of the presentation offering and the thigh of the contribution. After that, the Nazirite may drink wine. This is the ritual of the Nazirite who vows his offering to the Lord for his consecration. In addition to whatever else he can afford, he must fulfill whatever vow he makes in keeping with the ritual for his consecration. The Lord spoke to Moses, "Tell Aaron and his sons how you are to bless the Israelites. Say to them, 'The Lord bless you and protect you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord look with favor on you and give you peace.' In this way they will put my name on the Israelites, and I will bless them." Chapter 7. On the day Moses finished setting up the tabernacle, he anointed and consecrated it and all its furnishings, along with the altar and all its utensils. After he anointed and consecrated these things, the leaders of Israel, the heads of their ancestral houses presented an offering. They were the tribal leaders who supervised the registration. They brought as their offering before the Lord 6 covered carts and 12 oxen, a cart from every 2 leaders, and an ox from each one, and presented them in front of the tabernacle. The Lord said to Moses, "Accept these from them to be used in the work of the tent of meeting, and give this offering to the Levites, to each division according to their service." So Moses took the carts and oxen and gave them to the Levites. He gave the Gershonites 2 carts and 4 oxen corresponding to their service, and gave the Merarites 4 carts and 8 oxen corresponding to their service, under the direction of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. But he did not give any to the Kohathites, since their responsibility was service related to the holy objects carried on their shoulders. The leaders also presented the dedication gift for the altar when it was anointed. The leaders presented their offerings in front of the altar. The Lord told Moses, "Each day have one leader present his offering for the dedication of the altar." The one who presented his offering on the first day was Nahshon, son of Amminadab, from the tribe of Judah. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3¼ pounds, and 1 silver basin weighing 1¾ pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel. Both of them were full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb a year old, for a burnt offering. 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls. 5 rams, 5 male breeding goats, and 5 male lambs a year old. For the fellowship sacrifice, this was the offering of Nahshon, son of Amminadab. On the second day, Nathaniel, son of Azur, leader of Issachar, presented an offering. As his offering, he presented 1 silver dish weighing 3¼ pounds, and 1 silver basin weighing 1¾ pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel. Both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering. 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls, 5 rams, 5 male breeding goats, and 5 male lambs a year old for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Nathaniel, son of Azur. On the third day, Eliab, son of Helon, leader of the Zebulunites, presented an offering. His offering was 1 silver dish weighing 3¼ pounds, and 1 silver basin weighing 1¾ pounds, measured by the standard sanctuary shekel. Both of them full of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering. 1 gold bowl weighing 4 ounces, full of incense. 1 young bull, 1 ram, and 1 male lamb a year old for a burnt offering. 1 male goat for a sin offering, and 2 bulls. 5 rams, 5 male breeding goats, and 5 male lambs a year old, for the fellowship sacrifice. This was the offering of Eliab, son of Helon. Welcome to Day 71, starting with Psalm 33. The Lord frustrates the counsel of the nations. He thwarts the plan of the peoples. The counsel of the Lord stands forever. The plans of his heart from generation to generation. Happy is the nation whose God is the Lord, the people he has chosen to be his own possession. The Lord looks down from heaven. He observes everyone. He gazes on all the inhabitants of the earth from his dwelling place. He alone crafts their hearts. He considers all their works. A king is not saved by a large army. A warrior will not be delivered by great strength. The horse is a false hope for safety. It provides no escape by its great power. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 1. Doesn't wisdom call out? Doesn't understanding make her voice heard? At the heights overlooking the road, at the crossroads, she takes her stand. Beside the gates at the entry to the city, at the main entrance, she cries out. Mark chapter 11, verse 12. The next day when they came out from Bethany, he was hungry. After seeing in the distance a fig tree with leaves, he went to find out if there was anything on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, because it was not the season for figs. He said to it, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And his disciples heard it. They came to Jerusalem, and he went into the temple complex and began to throw out those buying and selling in the temple. He overturned the money changers' tables and the chairs of those selling doves, and would not permit anyone to carry goods through the temple complex. Then he began to teach them, "Is it not written, 'My house will be called a house of prayer for all nations,' but you have made it a den of thieves." Then the chief priests and the scribes heard it and started looking for a way to destroy him, for they were afraid of him, because the whole crowd was astonished by his teaching. And whenever evening came, they would go out of the city. Early in the morning, as they were passing by, they saw the fig tree withered from the roots up. Then Peter remembered and said to him, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree that you cursed is withered." Jesus replied to them, "Have faith in God, I assure you. If anyone says to this mountain, 'Be lifted up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will happen, it will be done for him. Therefore, I tell you, all the things you pray and ask for, believe that you have received them, and you will have them. And whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive him, so that your Father in heaven will also forgive you your wrongdoing. But if you don't forgive, neither will your Father in heaven forgive your wrongdoing." They came again to Jerusalem. As he was walking to the temple complex, the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders came and asked him, "By what authority are you doing these things? Who gave you this authority to do these things?" Jesus said to them, "I will ask you one question, then answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I am doing these things. Was John's baptism from heaven or from men? Answer me." They began to argue among themselves. "If we say from heaven," he will say, "then why didn't you believe him?" But if we say from men," they were afraid of the crowd, because everyone thought that John was a genuine prophet. So they answered to Jesus, "We don't know." And Jesus said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things."